Hmm. It seems like I'm the only really experienced racer here with the worst stats probably, but well, I usually just get second or third instead of first, so first place is a rare occurrence for me. I could probably get a lot more wins if I use the best cars, but that's not my style. Okay, so far, no accidents, and a dominating lead, so if I can just keep on holding the first place, that would be awesome. Yes. Ah, okay. First crash. It just had to come at some point. Well, that was a very quick race. I wish, that more people would make longer races in GTA, and also that the GTA races themselves, the unofficial GTA races, had the longer races. Because I mean, of course, longer races means less money because you can't do as many races, but I mean it's more fun that way because I mean a real race wouldn't just end that quickly unless it was a street race, which in this case it's actually a street race, but still the point is that real races doesn't normally take that little time. It takes way too little time. A normal race would take way more. Okay, scenic route. So scenic route is one of the better GTA races. It's I hope uh, I hope that we can get a race get going with the scenic route. It's also one of the races I've done the most, so I should have an advantage. Wait, did I get level 200 now? Okay, I'm officially level 200. I didn't realize that. Okay, but this should be the last race, because so we don't so I don't make this the too long video. I don't think a lot of people will want to see a longer video. It's easier just a few races per video. Okay, there is a destroy last place apparently, but I don't think I'm gonna have a problem with low levels, which means low performance cars, and also, as far as I know, they have they don't have that much experience either, so they should not be too much of a problem. Let's see. It's gonna be... What about this one? Okay, he has a little bit of an history, I could see, so maybe he's gonna be a problem. Even though he has a lot of losses still, just because he has done a lot of races means that he maybe knows a little bit more about racing than most people, so I hope also that my car with higher performance should be good enough to just give me the lead, because I always it's always easier to win with a good car, so and of course they're all gonna crash. That's what you expect from low levels like them. Okay, I just forgot that this is a one of the new drift cars, so the handling isn't so well on this car. You can't turn too much without drifting. But the performance, it's not too bad, and the speed and acceleration also isn't too bad. But I mean, there's only a few players left already, so I feel like they're not gonna catch up before they both blow up. Okay, little spin out, too much in the turn. That's fine, I recover. I mean, I'm already so much ahead that I can almost just stop and wait for him to catch up and still win. I'm just gonna, these technical corners is a little tricky with drift car, but I can manage. It would be cooler if there wasn't any blowing up, because I mean I would rather have finished the race and won instead of just winning by being ahead of him. Because in real race, I mean, if in the real race you would finish the whole race and he would maybe, I mean, who knows, he could pass me if I made some big mistakes, and he might have won, or someone else that died in the start of the race. Just because I'm leading from the start throughout most of the race doesn't mean I'm gonna win. But this very short race, it was so short that I actually think that I can do one more race without getting a too long video. So I just hope this time it doesn't have cars blowing up this time, because that just ruins the fun. Okay. I just have to turn off the music so I don't get distracted. You can't hear the music, but I can hear it. But you can't. And the music is very annoying, and I'm playing. I have to concentrate on the racing, on the track. This isn't just a joyride. I'm racing. Racing is serious most of the time. I'm taking racing serious often. If I want to just fool around, I could just drive around in the city in free roam in my own cars. But this is racing, so racing, there is a time for everything, and racing, it's the time for racing. Racing, it's time for concentration and performance, and yeah, just racing, like I said, and free roam. That's when you can fool around, having fun, and it's not like I'm saying it's not fun to race, because I do it because I think it's fun, but I don't think it's fun to just fool around and not take it serious. I think it's fun, and I probably shouldn't. I probably don't need to explain it. Yeah. Okay. Some little experience, very little experience. okay experience, little experience, and way like very very little experience, and me who has quite a lot of experience, not that much because I mean I have about 400 races, and it's not that much experience, and most of them I lose. But that doesn't win-lose ratio is doesn't determine how good you are, because sometimes you just, I mean, I usually race against good players or players with very high performance cars that usually it's almost always the best cars in the game I'm playing against. Okay. No, no, no. I spinned out. A little bump made me spin out. I think it was the bump on the sidewalk, beside the little sidewall on the road. I think that's what made me spin out. I'm not sure. Or maybe I just turned too much. He's drafting. But my good car and my that was very bad. I was just about to say my good performance, which is ironic that I crashed and I said that, but oh no, don't ram me. Don't be okay. He spinned out. I don't know what is. I think it's one of the new tuner cars he's using. What the fuck? Can't you take your turns, right? I mean, that turn is pretty easy. I was just about to make that turn and he made me crash. I couldn't. Okay. Maybe this isn't the best car for this race. It doesn't have the turn abilities like some of the other cars. It has quite a, I mean, it has okay speed, but I mean, this is one of the lesser good cars in the sports class. Oh no, I don't know how I spinned out there. What made me spin out there? It's like I feel like it's very slippery road, and I'm driving these cars, but it's just because it doesn't have have the turning, the traction. Bad traction just feels like you're driving on ice. Okay, I'm gonna be second. Unless he spins out. Okay, he doesn't spin out. Second is still good. I mean, I'll take it, but I just wish that I didn't spin out that much. I mean, and also I could probably win if he didn't crash into me. If he didn't make me crash in that turn, I could maybe win, because and he would still crash if it still crashed but it didn't ruin me. So and I think I would win, because I lost a lot of time in that crash, but he just had to crash into me. Instead of taking the turn, I kind of feel like he did it on purpose, like he was trying to take me out with him. Because I feel like you can't be that stupid to not even brake on the turn. I mean, he didn't even brake. He almost, I mean, he probably braked, but it just feels like with that kind of speed he had, he didn't brake. And I feel like if he didn't brake, it just doesn't make sense that it was an accident, because who is stupid enough to not brake in a big turn like that with that speed he had? So I feel like I deserved that win. I should have gotten that win, but and he even disliked it. How can you dislike it? Because of your lack of skills doesn't have anything to do with the track, and you even won. What are you? Okay, he doesn't like the track just because he can't take a simple turn. And I mean, I also crashed, but still, I mean, that's just me being not as good as I am usually. I mean, okay, well, that's gonna be the end of this video. I'm gonna be looking forward to be doing a series and making more videos with commentary in more video games. Maybe I'm thinking about maybe starting to make more the crew videos, the crew 2. I have some old the crew 2 videos, and maybe I'm thinking about maybe getting a steering wheel to the crew 2, so I can. And if I get a steering wheel for the crew 2, maybe I will do some more videos on that game. But with controller, I really can't control it in the crew 2. The crew 2 has more wonky. The controls is very wonky. It's more realistic. I mean, I'm used to playing games where it's not realistic, where it just drives easy. It's an easy way to drive. But in the Crew 2, it has a little more realism in it. When you turn, there's more weight to it, like it's an actual car. And I mean, that's great. But with a controller, the controller isn't the best at realistic controls. So you more need a steering wheel on realistic controls like that, because at least I feel that controllers doesn't fit well with that kind of the controls. But that will be the end. I'm gonna stop now before making too much out of this, and see you in the next video. Bye.